Greetings, salutations, and other big words. My name's Ethan. My handle is Wrangler. Welcome to Frequency Studios, weekly wing it number 145 here on Rumble and YouTube. And starting it off with us tonight is that legal lizard himself, James Esparza. James, what's going on?
Hail, friends. Hope all is well in the universe.
And also joining us tonight, well, you see, when I first hopped in the studio set up, Luvapor was already there waiting on mute and away from keyboard, and he still is. So we got a co-pilot waiting to happen tonight in Luvapor, so hopefully he'll be joining us soon. Hope he didn't pass out at the keyboard.
Excelente. I shall speak rocking things, as people do now.
Yeah, let me throw some tunes on for the background, and oops. There we go. So, what have we got going on this week? Anything interesting happened over the last week as far as entertainment news that you've seen?
Entertainment news? I'm sure there is, but nothing coming directly to mind as it stands right now. I mean, how about yourself? Anything in entertainment that's whacked you in the face like a pie?
Not really. I see all over YouTube a little bit of hype is starting to get driven up for the upcoming Marvel movies because they're going toward an Avengers movie, but it's not really catching. You know, I mean, some people are starting to see another stir up, and you know, I no longer have high hopes like I used to. I hope I'm wrong. I hope somehow they just get back on track and knock it out of the park. They've done it before. It's just been a while, and I'd like to see them end their losing streak, but I am at this time not very hopeful.
You know, I don't know what to say. A lot of different corps have been really putting their reputation to the test. Can't say they're the worst of them, but frankly, you know, I think it's a peek in the window of Japanese business.
Maji's joined us. She says, "Hey guys," and Snow's husband had a heart attack yesterday. He could use some love. So, yeah, prayers for her and her husband. Do you know if he's okay? How he's doing, Maji? Or then again, how much do you want to just say on a live broadcast as well? You know, maybe that's not fit for discussion here, but yeah, prayers to RH Snow and her husband. Hope he pulls through okay. Oh, he is awake. Oh, good.
All right, nice. Okay. Nice. Yeah, you don't want to hear that, man. Like, you know, heart attacks.
Yeah, but still, prayers for him. That's it. Sometimes you don't just bounce right back from those. So
yeah, of course, you know. Yeah. What, you think I was refuting the prayers there? What's wrong with that? What kind of people do you hang out with makes you think I was saying that?
I hang out parasocially with YouTubers all day, so that's my social life. Woohoo! James, you're frozen.
Yay.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, I really don't see all that much. It's tough to get excited for things now because there's been disappointment after disappointment. And every once in a while, something good sneaks through, but I don't have a lot of hope for movies quite yet. It does seem like they're trying to turn things around a bit here and there, but I think it's got a ways to go still.
I don't care about movies anymore, I'm afraid.
Yeah, that's kind of the worst part of it. It's just there's a lot of apathy.
It's not just because of the quality of films. I'm going to change avatars real quick. There we go. Wow.
Space Pug.
It's not the quality of films alone, but it's also the just continuously going to war with one's own audience. You know, that has brought, like, you will lose the trust of your audience by producing bad film, but by being such a asshole, as one may say in the literary critique, you're going to lose their respect, and they're going to actively cheer when you fail because you're turning yourself into a villain. And that's where we are right now. Hollywood is a smug villain.
Yeah. Oh, Maji asked, remember that animated David film? It got sponsored and will come out during Christmas. Check out the trailers from Angel Studios.
I think I've seen that trailer.
Yeah, is there a new trailer, Maji, or is it the same one that was there a few years ago?
Man,
let's see. Let me type in David trailer and see what pops up. Okay, there is one here from 12 days ago.
12 days.
So I'm going to share this screen here. And all right, let me kill the background tunes and we'll see what we got. Okay.
There's a light I've always followed when I'm looking for the way, when I'm searching for the answer. In the moments I'm afraid, there's a whisper in.
Pause to avoid copyright issues.
Yeah, there's music in this one. That could be a big issue.
The wind, in a story in the sky, when I'm looking for a lantern to illuminate the night. If you want the secret of freedom and feeling alive.
Okay,
what's the secret? It's a musical, which means I'm not going to watch it.
Yeah, well, you can check out the trailer with me though, right?
Sure.
You gotta follow the light. Follow the light. Feel the rushing wind as you're running into the wild.
I'm trying to remember. Were there musical numbers in Prince of Egypt? I think there were.
Maybe. I don't think there were many though.
I think at the opening sequence, and then like maybe 2/3 of the way through.
Yeah, Disney liked their musical sequences. I honestly found them very non-memorable, mainly because I don't remember any. Well, maybe the popular ones.
Yeah.
Like,
well, some of you have no choice to remember whether you saw the movie or not. Like Let It Go.
I don't know what that's from.
Frozen.
Don't
Everybody was singing that for quite a while a few years back.
Sure, it was bought and paid for propaganda.
The sun rise out of the ash as we hold nothing back. When the shadows come, we won't run from the fight. Come on and follow the light.
New single hit CD in stores now. I mean, doesn't it feel that way a little bit so far?
Yeah, you know what? I think this whole trailer is not just a trailer. I think this whole trailer is a.
Oh yeah. David Follow the Light in theaters this Christmas. Phil Wickman and Brandon Ingram. Okay, yeah.
So this is not a trailer, but just a straight up music number. I'm not going to play the rest right now, but
yeah. They play music. They wrote stuff.
Let's see. Let me catch up with chat here. Okay, Maji says there's a new one.
Okay, so that's old.
I have a World War II movie coming out that looks good. I forget the name. Also from Angels. Read out. And he's agreeing with you. He says, "Oh no, not another musical."
He feels me. You know what we need is a Civil War musical. where in the middle of the battle you have both of the generals on either side of Gettysburg doing a duet. General Lee,
Oh man.
General Lee doing a duet.
Do you know which Disney movie actually did have the absolute best musical numbers?
Lion
Lilo
King?
and Stitch.
Did it? No one talks about them.
That's because they didn't put any in there.
Oh well, there you go.
They had score to it, but they didn't break out into song unless they were actually performing on a stage.
I think that may have been the last 2D animation to make money at that time.
Possibly. Well, it was awesome. So,
Lilo and Stitch.
and then they had to try and live action remake that one too.
That was just another piece of communist propaganda.
Rita says Prince of Egypt was indeed a musical.
Now, that would be funny as like a blatant anti-communist musical made for kids. And one of the songs is called Blatant Communist Propaganda. Your blatant propaganda. Ooh, propaganda. No.
Yeah, I am interested in seeing the actual trailer.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I mean, if
musical or not, I'm glad they're making these kinds of movies now because
Hollywood sucks and is full of perverts and traffickers and like money launderers.
And here we're gonna have something that's actually wholesome, classic biblical accounting here.
Yeah, and you know what? It helps that it's not made by one of the big Hollywood corporations, because then it would make it hypocritical.
Okay, Maji says that Young Washington looks cool, and Readout says in response, "I think I'm the one person right now being harsh on Young Washington. The material culture gravely disappoints me."
I haven't heard nor seen this Young Washington.
Yeah, I haven't heard about that either. Fu Man Blue says, "Greeting, Wingnuts." Yeah, a bunch of you guys were trying to get my attention for like last week. I was playing Silk Song on here for the first 20 minutes on the screen that was showing on YouTube. It was just locked on the options screen. It wasn't the gameplay wasn't showing at all. Yeah. Fu was one of the first to call it out. Maji called it out. I went back and checked. Yeah, 20 minutes into the stream by myself showing an options screen while I'm sitting there talking about the gameplay.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes these things happen. That's why you need to keep your eyes on that chat and monitors, as they say.
Yeah, speaking of which,
she wants to see the trailer.
I'm looking for it.
I'm going to shoot you another trailer to watch afterwards, though that one you might have to put on mute because it's got like a lot of music in it.
I think let's see, here's another from 6 days ago, but I think it's the same thing, just the whole it's a song. All right, let me skip ahead in this a little bit. Let me see if it's all music. Yep. Right up to the end. It's just the music. See, Fu says, after I saved the stream, I demanded a wrench. And he got the wrench.
Well, you know what they say. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Yep. And he wields that wrench with precision. Maji says she is curious on how accurate young Washington will be. I'm assuming this is George Washington we're talking about.
Well, it'll be made by communist socialists, so just keep that in mind. I'm just kidding. I don't know who's actually making it, but if it's by Hollywood, it's communist socialist.
Let's see.
I've
Primitive
noticed that
War?
lately. Yeah. Play that after the other trailer. We can't see it on screen, mind you.
Oh. Hang on.
Yeah. Towards the end, you may have to start to mute it because then, like, Fortunate Son starts playing. Okay, then they're good if it's Angel Studios. Nice capitalist boys.
Boom.
This is an independent film. I think it was already in theaters, but they had a minimal release, or what do they call it? Like just a small release here and there. But they're preparing for a wide release, I believe.
There we go.
Primitive War. Anybody who hasn't heard of it.
Yeah, I've not heard of this before.
All right, let's let it rip. The kind of movie
I heard you got
need.
to. Nice work, baby.
What's that?
It's the kind of movie we need these days.
Baker. You gotta be a lunatic if you're gonna be a vulture. Let's see what you guys think of this next mission.
3 days ago, I lost my Green Berets. We're gonna drop you in right here, in that valley.
We got our job. Find those Green Berets.
You've got one piece of the puzzle, that's all. I'll make him aware of position. One female Russian survivor. They're still out there. Just take them to the swamp for bird. Keep their introduction. If we insert, we've been attacked by all kinds of prehistoric beasts. We need an emergency.
Well, that turned on them quickly.
Oh yeah. This one's based
not where I thought it was going.
Is this the Nah movie with dinosaurs?
This one's based off a comic book, and I don't know that that reference. I imagine it's a Japanese cartoon.
The extract from the zoo.
And that's not an option!
Yeah,
Yeah.
hit the mute there.
You have to, unfortunately. That's Fortunate Son.
It's okay. It's been played so much that
Yeah.
several generations are just born of it in their subconscious. Just somehow. It's been played that heavily.
Kind of. The
You
kids
just
are
know when it's
buttering it. Babies are buttering it.
Yep.
But yeah, that's Primitive War. That's an independent film right there. Shows you can do a small budget. It's also one of the few movies, I'm told, that has a pretty decent anti-communist scene in it.
Do they feed communists to dinosaurs?
They don't feed them to dinosaurs, but the dinosaurs eat them anyways.
Ah.
No, dinosaur, you may not eat me. I eat you now. You may not eat me. I eat you now. Yeah, we got some ARC fans in the chat. I also ARC it as well from time to time when I'm feeling, masochistic and want to see myself die 15 times by 5 different dinosaurs. So yeah, what are some thoughts you got there, Wrangler? You seem to be a thought guy. Oh, he's lost his audio. Can you guys hear me?
Wow. Thanks, Fu Man Blue. That's not helping the situation.
But you don't know that. It might just be the inspiration he needs. Often,
Wrangler doesn't need the inspiration. Now his computer system, that's
Yeah.
what needs the inspiration. Will we can we feed his computer to Dinosaur? Will that get it scared and make it want to work?
I mean, it's brand new, so you probably don't want to feed your new computer to Dinosaur. Seeing this actually makes me disappointed for what we could have had with like future Jurassic Park installments, which themselves probably should have not existed.
There's a lot of legacy trilogies, sequels, whatever you want to call them, that should not have existed in the past decade.
Now, what I want to get started as a genre is musical Civil War, American Civil War.
Musical Civil War.
Yeah. I was talking, you may have heard it on the stream. Imagine that during Gettysburg, you have yourself a duet between the two generals on either side, singing during the battle in the background.
That's kind of what the Ice to Earth trilogy of Gettysburg is.
Oh, shit, it exists.
Well, yeah, Ice to Earth back in 2004, they released like a trilogy of songs, and it's about the Battle of Gettysburg. Like it's heavy metal, so
that's funny.
Yeah,
Well,
it's not like full on what you're describing, but it kind of seeps into that a little bit.
Right? Metallica should have wrote about freaking Civil War.
Nah, I can just imagine a musical about the Civil War. Yes, I am just gonna sing. I'm just gonna end up singing John Brown's Body over and over into delirium. No, we'll go for the evolution. We'll start with John Brown's Body, then we'll go into all the variations of the Battle Hymn of the Republic, and then we'll just get really confused and we'll just start singing Gory Gory, what a hell of a way to die, Blood on the Risers.
Gory. Yeah, that's funny. What if we can make it through Bollywood and get some Bollywood flavor?
Okay, now we're talking, because now we're getting into insanity levels. So it's like, okay, what
crazy dance numbers with rifles.
Oh God!
Right? What? Two armies marching towards each other. When they get in the middle, they have dance offs, and then whoever loses, I guess, gets shot. People still need to die. It's Civil War here.
Yeah. Oh, and Fumin, yeah, I did see, he posted in the Discord about the United States Geological Survey, all the archives they have accessible online, and I've used TopoView a number of times, not lately in videos. A while back when I was doing all the mining and railroad disaster documentaries, I had to use TopoView very heavily at that time. I'll eventually get back to using it when the opportunity necessitates it.
Hey, I got a question, because I know you're into trains. Do you collect train models?
No, I like when I was really young, my parents bought me model train sets, but I really never got into collecting it, like how you see the big models in people's basements and attics, all fully in detail. Yeah. I mean, one day I wouldn't mind having a model railroad in part of a house. That'd be fun, but right now, nah, it's nowhere in the budget. I have too much stuff and I have nowhere to display it. Let's not get into the model trains.
Did you see that link I sent you via Discord?
I did not.
Okay. Yeah, if you're, I don't need
Twain. Did somebody say Twain?
Twain?
We could talk about Twains.
What is a Twain?
It's a very, very large thing that rolls on rails, and if it comes off the rails, you're in deep trouble.
Oh. So like fat conductors.
The fat controller.
Yeah, this thing I found I sent your way is because I like collecting rare books, and this one is.
You're talking about the magazine? I've heard talking about like a train thing. That's
no.
Oh,
the Gentleman's Magazine.
Yes, I did see about that
from 1779.
That is tempting.
Yeah, I was tempted, and I'm just into collected books. When I saw that, I was like, "Whoa! It's a magazine from 1779 with Revolutionary War content in it, for under $300."
There's a lot of the Gentleman's Magazine. I know where I was working at, we had examples of it on display, and they're from the 1750s because we interpreted the French and Indian War time period. So I wonder, is Gentleman's Magazine like still a thing in business? Like, did it become evolve something else? I mean, it was so it was so commonly published in the 18th century.
Yeah, I don't know. That could be interesting to see what the legacy is.
Yeah, is it tied to GQ or is it nah, I think it's something different. GQ is more like fashion, but
Yeah, I mean, maybe down the line, I don't know. Maybe there was an heiress that was really into clothes.
Yep.
Yeah, but that's an interesting find in the book realm. I always freaking get crazy over books sometimes. It's my hobby to look for rare books and do my best not to spend what money I can on them.
It's very dangerous when I find an old book and it's like on a historical subject matter. Like it's like almost like I want to call it a primary source, but let me give an example. The Johnstown flood of 1889 was the largest peacetime disaster, at least for the 19th century United States. All the memorabilia, as strange as it sounds, that was produced in the weeks and the years after, all the survivors publishing their accounts, and a lot of the publishing proceeds from it, of course, went to humanitarian efforts in Johnstown. There's all these books from like 1889, 1890, 1891, and I do like collecting those. So whenever I see one of those pop up, I'm in trouble. My wallet's in trouble.
Yeah, I know that feeling. I recently purchased a book where there was only 1,000 of them printed, and on the market, after I picked up my copy, there's only 5 copies on the market. And in the back of my head is like, I could own all of them.
You could. That's a very tempting thought.
It's like, there's only 1,000 of these printed. You could have 6 of the 1,000. That's something.
Well, we had a crazy encounter once. We found a book. It was for the complete divisional history on the 28th Infantry Division during the First World War, and it was just labeled the Great War. That's how old the print was. And me and a humble collector had always wanted to get a copy on our hands. It's a 5-volume series. Well, lo and behold, there it was in Gettysburg, all 5 volumes, $20 for the whole set.
Whoa!
That was basically a $200 value. I mean, they're still there. I think it had been like in an old American Legion. If you looked inside the stickers, and must have just ended up getting donated. We're just like to 20 for the whole. Yes, and there we are. Us nerds like struggling with these books down the streets of Gettysburg to our car.
Oh hell yeah! I love that when you found something old, something good, and then it's just underappreciated.
I'm surprised because you would think in the Gettysburg area people would know what they got their hands on.
They do. I mean, like I said, it's not like the book's not in public. It's not like it doesn't exist and not out there, but just to have the whole set there, because we thought it was like 20 for one book, that would make sense, and that'd still be in steel, but it's like, no, 20 for the whole set. Oh.
Yeah, I would, if I didn't have $20 on me, I'd be returning bottles and cans real quick.
Yeah, that's why I used to like going to old rundown thrift stores that are just like a hole in the wall, basically.
Oh, you don't know what you're gonna find.
Exactly, and most other people just don't go there searching for the hidden treasures either, because it's the hole in the wall place. They go to like the upscale thrift store 3 times over.
If a place says antiques and collectibles, avoid. If you see stuff that says like antique mall, avoid. They're not going to have, you may have a few vendors in there that have like proper cases and stuff set up, but most of it is just knick-knack, endless salt, pepper shaker, stuff like that. What people think is antique. No, you want to go to your thrift stores, your junk stores. That's because that's where stuff gets just reappears after a century. It's here.
Often is just like dead people's property, and they saw the value in it, then they passed. And then somebody like, oh, what's this? Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, write your collectibles into your wills, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Yeah.
I wonder how many things were meant to go to descendants that didn't.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You got to write them down. Let the world know. You never know when you're just going to get hit by a bus trying to save a cat across the street.
You never know when you're going to get isekai'd.
Yeah. Whatever that
means.
Is
that what happens after you get hit by the bus? You end up in anime land.
Yes, one of many generic fantasy lands.
You know, that would be a interesting story for an anime, not about the isekai journey, but about the journey back. Like it's just a guy walking down, he gets isekai portal, and then the scene stays the same. It opens up and he comes back all like changed in armor and shit. And he finds
That
out
actually would be pretty. That's actually a good idea.
and then he finds out that his life got turned upside down because he's been missing for 2 years. His family moved out, all his shit's gone.
It's kind of like the POW returning home after so long and trying to readjust to life.
Kind of, exactly. It's that story. It's that story.
He's just trying to relax on the couch, but he's like, I've seen things.
Or like he goes to a motel and he's just freaked out about how comfortable everything is after spending like 2 years in the wilderness. He's like, oh, a bed. Oh my gosh. This is a television? And it's got basic cable.
It got color TV.
It's television.
HBO, baby.
Clothes that aren't made from an animal.
We'll call it Encino Man. Oh, wait, that's already been done.
Oh, man. That'd be funny. He's all laying down. He's like, don't have to worry about goblins trying to raid me at night anymore. Don't have to wake up.
I did kind of like gargoyles when they came into modern day. The first time Goliath is looking at a television screen, he goes, "It's like a living tapestry."
That's actually good writing there. Usually, you
I
just
thought so.
Somebody's like, "Oh, it's a small person stuck inside here."
That's probably the best description I've ever heard in a scenario like that. Somebody from the past trying to explain what the TV looks like to them, and I think that is still to this day the best one I've heard.
The living tapestry. Yeah, gargoyles kind of remind me of the Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, kind of just darker,
Kind of, but more serious and gritty.
Yeah, they're the gritty version. They're the Zack Snyder Turtles.
Although the original comics they're quite down and dirty.
Yeah, I heard that they're there's some serious stuff.
Everything has consequences in that.
Turtles comics.
Of course, I did read the comics myself. I grew up with the TV show, and I had no idea just how dark and serious they were. I checked out a turtle comic, and I'm like, holy crap, he almost had his arm chopped off. What's going on here? It's like splash of cold water of reality right on my face there. It's like, things have consequences in this version.
Yeah, that's like
it doesn't all reset to zero.
That's around the time when they were just willing to take anything and turn it into a cartoon. Like freaking RoboCop got a cartoon.
And Rambo.
Yeah, those two should not have gotten cartoons.
Rambo became way too much of a franchise for all ages for some reason. Why? Why?
But then there were some actually really cool cartoons that didn't last, like Pirates of Dark Water, Spiral Zone. Yeah. There's a few others that come to mind. I can't even remember the names of them, but I could see scenes of it in my head. I just don't remember the names of any of the characters or the show. But I mean, there were some pretty cool shows back then. And they go, "Oh no, it's too dark, can't do that," and they pull the plug. Thankfully, Batman the Animated Series ended up slipping through all that crap and got to stick around when that was a great series.
Batman. That's the one that sticks out, man. The Batman.
Yeah. I mean, back early 90s, there was probably two cartoons and contender for absolute best out there. That was X-Men on Fox or Batman, which wasn't that in like a shared time block with X-Men on a station for a little while, which was kind of funny. You got Marvel and DC in the same channel, but
I don't remember. I just
But,
remember, well, that was the
yeah,
golden age of television.
that kicked off the DCAU, and I mean, out of that still comes what I think of as the definitive Joker, is Mark Hamill's version in that. And the definitive Kevin Conroy's Batman for me is the definitive Batman.
Yeah, definitely. I wasn't too big into Batman as much as I was Spider-Man when those were on the air. I was a little tyke growing up.
Yeah, well, Marvel had it going on too. I knew about X-Men and Spider-Man. I never did catch Hulk, Fantastic Four, or Iron Man. I didn't know those were going on. And it turns out they were all tied into that same continuity as well.
Very true. Very true. I remember the crossovers. I remember one particular X-Men episode where the ending was almost a giant crossover. Like you just see it was like it was Wolverine explaining something to somebody, and then it would show a montage of New York and then all the superhero groups that were there. Like it showed the Fantastic Four, it showed Spider-Man, just all these characters. I'm thinking, dang, that's cool.
I'm going to see if the audio on my computer is working again. I might switch over here.
There you go. I didn't realize you were on your phone, even if you did say it, I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, it just... all of a sudden, I could hear nothing. Just my audio went out completely.
Oh boy, that doesn't sound good, because we couldn't hear you either. Maybe, did you give it a good refresh?
I rebooted the computer, so I'm about to jump in. We shall see.
Nice. Yeah, those issues, you don't see them coming, and I mean, dang, you just hope it's a quick fix.
All right, I can hear you on this.
Yay! Crisis averted. Oh, you know what? You were talking about media news. Here's some media news. How do you guys feel about Doctor Who? Any Who fans?
See my article from 2 years ago.
Oh, he wrote an article. We should share it. Maybe we can read it here.
It's like one of only, 2 things I ever use Substack for?
Doctor Who articles?
No, it was one. I went on a rant about the end when they did the 60th anniversary specials, and I'm like, "Yep, you killed it. It's dead. It's done. I've accepted this. So if it's dead, it's been dead."
Yeah, it is official dead. There is no more future for Doctor Who in the foreseeable future.
Yeah, readout. I never followed Doctor Who, but seeing some of the things I've seen out of the, I hurt.
We suffered.
If you were even half a fan of that as I am of Star Trek, I hurt for you.
And believe me, I didn't follow it on a weekly basis. I'm not a diehard Doctor Who fan, but boy, even just getting a third of the seasons from series 11 up to, technically they went up to series 15, but starting with series 14, they then recapped it as, no, it's season 1 now because we want to reboot it. Yeah, your reboot died horribly. Yeah, that was their first issue. There's a lot of stuff that went wrong production wise, not counting all the mess they did with the lore, not counting all of their pandering to the modern audience. We really should all have a button where we could just tap the Critical Drinkers. The message. Close enough. That works. Yeah, the message.
The message is...
Nah, it'll be fine.
The message wants you.
I think that's what they kept saying every time Russell T. Davies kept rambling on. Nah, it'll be fine.
It's going to be fine, guys. It's going to be fine. Oh, show's canceled for good.
I just read out. I can't believe you mentioned that just as I happen to be scrolling past that particular clip.
Oh, Doctor Who. It once was a show, and now it's not. Anyways,
Yeah, I remember during the mid 2000s, like 2010 era, Doctor Who was really big. During this, what I'll call the sci-fi era, sci-fi channel era, man, you could go to Target and you have big old Doctor Who displays and just an entire Doctor Who section.
Torchwood.
It sold back in the day here in the States.
Yeah, Torchwood was a spin-off. I actually saw a couple episodes of that, but I couldn't quite get into it. Which is weird. I was into Eureka and Warehouse 13.
I remember those shows.
I think it may have been because they were trying to do like that, but you're trying to cram it into an established universe. So it was like, yeah, it just kind of comes off milquetoast.
Okay.
The thing is, when I first watched the episodes of Torchwood, I had no idea it was connected to Doctor Who at the time.
The Hoovers?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah, they tried to make that a thing for a few months before the death of the show.
Who are you?
We're going to expand it. Multiple shows. Kids television. Going to get a cartoon.
There was a James Bond cartoon for a while. James Bond Jr.
Huh.
I think that was in the 90s.
I think one of the most clever shows I've seen was one called Fillmore, where they took the premise of sort of old school detective noir shows, and then they set them in middle school, and just sort of like wrap them with kids' themes. And it's about this like I guess what you call like one step above hall monitor force goes around solving all these. And they were literally taking full-blown plots from a famous noir television series and retrofitting them for kids. It was actually pretty cool. Fillmore. And of course, this is the early 2000s, so they don't want to let you know that this stuff happened, but the main character, Fillmore, was a black dude. And no one cared, never pointed to it as a major thing.
Animation Overload's joined us. He says, "Hail all, good to see you, Animation. How you doing tonight?" Yeah, there's so much diversity that just happened organically in the older shows, and they act like it never was a thing.
I'm not necessarily sure that was organic either. I think a lot of it was on purpose, but they were just a lot more subtler with their propaganda.
They actually had good writers back then.
I mean, it's because it didn't come first. That's what made it not propaganda. None of the stories were there to like lean you one way or the other. The entire thing was just about taking noir, in this particular case, the show Fillmore, and kind of putting it in a middle school setting for kids. It's pretty clever.
Yeah, it sounds it.
Yeah, that was a fun show, but we had shows like that back in the day. I remember watching the show.
That was because in those circumstances, the diversity, the perspective, the different culture was being invited. Nobody was checking a list.
He's alive!
And I would say it's less about different culture as much as it's just a shared culture.
Well, I would say that in most 80s films, 80s and 90s films, the black guy was not typically like, he had like an urban accent and
we were talking about like 90s to early 2000s cartoons.
Oh, okay. Yep. Well, that's what I get for forgetting that I had this open and going to cook dinner.
It's been here for 45 minutes.
Rations would be recommended this hour.
Speaking of rations, what kind of foods would they eat in the Civil War for rations?
Oh, hardtack.
Hardtack's your standard. Really depended on how the supply chain was. I mean, it's much wider than people imagine. I mean, you can find potatoes, you can find all sorts of porks, you can find all sorts of beefs. It really depends on the supply network. Hardtack is your standard issue. You were also supposed to get bread, some type of flour ration. Usually was already being baked right there. But like we've done to events, I've been surprised how diverse our food array's been coming. And it's not just we're camping. No, it's literally like we got these accounts from the regimental, I guess you want to call them the regimental books and stuff of all these foods that are coming in and out of camp. And it's crazy, at least for the some of the federal units, how well fed they could be.
They
by
also
the way,
had 12 different flavors of syphilis.
By the way, have you two met before, Luvapor and Redoubt?
Hello.
I don't believe so.
Yeah, Redoubt is a historian with a special focus on the Civil War era, and Luvapor is one heck of a role-playing game player.
He plays the roles.
I also
That's
did a
what he
little bit of
does.
Civil War reenactment.
Ah, so that's what inspired some of the look of your character then in the game.
Yeah,
I told you I liked that tricorn hat on him. He looked almost like the one of the original 13 colony rebels.
yeah, that was Revolutionary War, which I never actually participated in, but I dated a chick who did Rev War reenactment. I'll tell you, the Revolutionary War had some sick ass spats.
That's gotta be quite costly though to get all the equipment, gear, and outfits that are
The older the
done
time
correctly.
area you're doing, the more expensive it gets.
Yeah, because I mean,
Well, I'll tell you what, my Enfield, the Enfield that I used for when I was with the Salem Zooavs, at the time went online for $700, and this was like 2010.
oof, so now it's probably going to be like what, 2,100?
Something like that. But but I mean, the thing is, it actually fired. Like you could load it. In fact, it wasn't a prop. It was a reproduction.
Nice.
It's almost getting to the point now of some of these units, at least what we've been doing, for the amount of cost to get the reproduction, get the kit, get all going. We've almost been actually seeking out originals more if the price is right and it's a safe piece of equipment to use. So we've actually been using a handful of original Springfields for most of our drills, and we're able to fire them. They're still strong enough 106 years
Whoa.
later to hold up. Now, granted, we don't put in the powder that would have
Yeah.
been in the actual cartridge, of course. So we are barely getting a flash in the pan for the crowd to get the idea of how the loading process is. But we try our best with the firearms to have at least parts of originals or the whole thing's originals. And then we have the fun of cleaning them.
Duh.
Yeah, the Zooavs did things a little differently than the Union or the Confederate Army. They used a different drill manual from Elmer Ellsworth, I think, and those drills are a lot of fun.
Now, I'm not. I was just curious. I was thinking along the lines of firearms. My knowledge is very, very limited, so forgive me if I'm way off. They were already long past muskets at the time of the Civil War. Is that correct, or were they still?
Rifling was a relatively new technology, I think.
So what was going on? Because rifling had been around since the 18th century, but it was so painstaking to do because it had to be all done by hand. That's why you don't hear about rifles being used in large quantities in the 18th and even early 19th century. By the mid 19th century, it become more industrialized how to rifle. So your standard arm in the Civil War is a rifled musket. That's what they would have been referred to as. But you start the war out, there's a lot of units on both sides. They're using smoothbores. Even up through mid-war, you still have a good chunk of units using smoothbore muskets. Now, by the end of the war, just about everybody got rifled muskets in their hands. So you see the transition as the military industrial complex of the Union States goes into effect and starts cranking out new and efficient means of making rifled muskets. You see the smoothbore phased out for the rifled musket. Because like the unit we portrayed we portray, which is the 11th Pennsylvania Volunteer Infantry, they were still armed with 42 Springfields going into 1863, and the 42 Springfield was a smooth-bore musket. Now it was a percussion smooth-bore musket, so the ones that flintlock or anything anymore, but they were smooth-bore. And then of course they were literally taking old 42s and even old 1816 muskets, and they were converting them to be rifled and percussion caps. So you have those out there today, muskets from 1822, but it was converted during the Civil War.
So Civil War, so the technology started to change kind of right before the Civil War kicked in?
Yeah, like it was there, like especially when you go to places like the Springfield and Harper's Ferry Armory and Arsenals, they were really starting to get into mechanizing the rifling system. But whenever a war happens, magically things in making firearms, it escalates really quickly. And whatever's the most efficient means of making the most state-of-the-art piece of weaponry, it'll get done. Basically, blank paycheck, check.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Just a year after the end of the Civil War, was the first Henry repeating rifle, which was like a super futuristic gun at the time.
Yeah, let me look. I honestly don't know the exact year on the Henry. I know it's like real close because you have some repeating rifles in the Civil War. They're not really Henrys. You're dealing usually with the Spencer repeating rifle. That's the one everybody talks about. But no, the Henry. Well, take Wikipedia. I'm breaking my own rule. Henry started in 1860. Yeah, I ran about it. And here I'm using it. No, so the Henry was technically in existence during the Civil War, but a lot of your repeating rifles, they weren't. The mass production wasn't there yet. The Spencer was one of your more well-known, like if you want to talk about repeaters. The Henry's there. I'm biased though toward the Spencer, but then you have your breech loading. You have your breech loaders that, not saying that they can fire multiple rounds, but they're breech loading, so they're very quick. So your Sharps carbine, and actually the Sharps, that goes back to the 1850s. That's what John Brown and his Raiders were equipped with going into their raid on Harper's Ferry in 1859. Sharps, breech loading, carbines.
Now, pistols were already a thing that some of them actually did have a couple shots at this point, or not yet?
Yeah, you're getting into your revolvers actually, having chambers to revolve around, all that eventually. I mean,
is that also a new thing right before the war started?
Several decades earlier, revolvers did exist, but they were cap and they were, I think, cap and ball. So you had to like pop the fucker open and like put a ball in each chamber and then load a cartridge, or I think and load a cartridge in each one. So you weren't reloading that thing mid-fight.
And you know what? I think they actually have a decent representation in the Call of Juarez video game series, because they do have those types of revolvers.
We could hear your co-pilot and bridge crew in the background there.
Absolutely. They're doing navigation and currently evading asteroids as we speak. They're a very good crew. They speak fluent dog.
Yeah, so when did the where the technology started to shift to what we see as a more modern day pistol? That was around 1800, I think, was it that started happening, or earlier?
You mean a magazine?
Yeah, getting your actual magazine in.
Your cylinder revolver.
Technically, you have magazines during the. You have magazines in the Civil War, technically speaking. The Gatling gun technically is in the Civil War. I stress technically, like none, like private purchase was like less than half a dozen in one Union unit. They didn't see action unless you asked one Confederate in Petersburg. But I mean, that had an actual magazine you had to load in. And even some of these repeating rifles, they had what we would call today a magazine. It looked very different, but I mean, they were having to slide them in and slide them out. It was just not the way we think of a magazine today.
Yeah, well, I was talking more along the lines of, instead of having that, you know how the muskets, they horn out kind of the barrel kind of widens out at the end. I was thinking more like, I think they were a single shot at first, but they had like that straight barrel pistol. Wasn't that a fairly new technology around 1800?
I'm trying to visualize what you're describing. I don't know why I'm having a problem to visualize it. My brain may be fried.
Well, I can
It's
tell
okay.
you this: the Colt Peacemaker came out around 1885 and was first entered prominence. It first entered sort of the public consciousness when a young Hill Valley man by the name of Clint Eastwood picked one up very easily in a shooting gallery at a county fair.
Yes, it is part of the lore.
I think I've seen old photos of that. For some reason, that dude looked just like Michael J. Fox.
I know.
Now, arquebuses were the forerunners to the muskets. I think that changeover was late 1500s, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah, going into the 16th, going into the 17th centuries, where you definitely starts, because now you're going to start getting into more your matchlock, well, your wheel locks, your matchlocks. I mean, they're all kind of happening at the same time. People experimenting, what's the best fire lock? Flintlock ultimately won out in the end.
Yeah, I wonder how far back, like, did the arquebus have a forerunner, or was that the first of the firearms? I know Asia, they had some kind of rifle type device way back.
Yeah, I mean, technically, the idea of just taking a tube and shooting stuff out of it, I mean, we can just keep going back and back and back in time to where we don't have written records. You know,
I think you can call it quits at the invention of gunpowder.
Yeah. Yeah, once gunpowder was there, it was like, so how do we use this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering where the firearms first originated.
It's China, right? Because gunpowder.
China's like, oh my gosh, when you light this powder, it explodes. What should we do with it? And they were like, everybody, big colorful party.
They went and had themselves fireworks.
You know, I'm going to put that to my argument against leftists that are super anti-gun. Why are you angry at me? China invented these things.
China.
You can blame China. Don't blame me.
Let's be honest, though. The United States elevates firearms to an art.
I thought that was Switzerland.
They get some credit, but come on, USA.
The AK-47s also might be one of, if not the most legendary gun out there.
Yeah, well, look, just take a look at these guys that the NRA turned out after their safety courses. These guys know what they're doing.
It's the same old theme since 1916. Eeyore, they're still fighting with their tanks and their bombs and their bombs and their guns. Eeyore, they are dying.
Yes.
I haven't played that one in a while. And I couldn't think of a better time.
Two-way cats.
I wonder if I have the ability to present things.
Oh yeah, if you want to share your screen, down at the bottom you'll see that.
I identify as a cube.
What?
They are not, in fact, cubes. My brain hurts. I'm so confused.
Haha,
Well, that's what a bad acid trip is like.
No, okay, so
Oh.
that stemmed from the discussion on Emmy's channel about that goofy promo image put out by Wizards of the Coast with all things making out and like the owlbears like laughing and running around with everybody and a beholder smiling. And that whole the whole X drama that happened with that. Somebody was
Omer.
Yeah, I think it was Omer. Omer Glitch was actually the one involved in that conversation, where somebody made the joke of like the March of the Modrons is now a pride parade, and I made that AI video of a mono drone holding up a trans flag and saying, I identify as a cube.
Well,
friends.
I don't know if Omer got to see that, so
I identify as a cube.
there.
It's
Now
the
he's
new
been
attack
blessed with it
helicopter.
too. What's that?
It's the new attack helicopter.
Yeah, so we've just been raided by Omer Glitch. Thanks for the raid, dude. It's good to see you tonight. Feel free to hop in if you wanna. Always glad to have you in. That dude's a blast.
He's a blast. So what's going on tonight? Anyway, do we have a topic, or are we just winging
We
it?
don't. We're pretty much winging it. See, I didn't name the show out of any kind of wit. I just named it this because I know I'm too lazy to prepare. Oh, read out. Hey, I've been meaning to ask you, how deep and rich is the lore in WWF?
There is lore. There are layers to the lore. There's lore I wish I do not know, but I do.
Cool.
Okay.
That's something you might have to consider.
Yes, we are working on another show. We're recording episodes for it called Lore Dump, where we bring someone on who basically just completely crams down our throat all
like
the lore,
me on G.I. Joe.
all the lore according to
Yes,
a
Frederick.
particular genre. Yeah, Fred already did one for G.I. Joe for us. It was great. So if you want to do a WWF/wrestling one, just let us know. We got you. It's pre-recorded, so.
Oh, that'd be a scary thought.
Yeah.
Where do we begin?
We've done Transformers. Well, we've recorded for Transformers, The Secret World, G.I. Joe, and I think one other. Am I missing one?
Metroid.
And Metroid. Yeah, we did a Metroid episode, which was weird.
Yeah, that was with the Lore Raider. So get a few more of those recorded. What were we thinking? Sometime next year, right, James?
Yes. Get a handful going and see if people like them.
My brain is crammed with too much lore. The thing is, the lore is not considered lore because it's the lore of our reality.
It's still lore. History is lore.
It is. There's many bottomless pits that are in my brain.
That time we saw Kane snap out of his stretcher in the hospital and rip all the stuff off the machine and throw the doctors across the room. Yeah, I'm sure that really happened.
It was probably the same hospital where Steve Austin smacked Vince McMahon with a bedpan.
Yeah.
Wait, is this what wrestlers do when they retire?
No, when they retire, you have a couple different modes. Either they stay very cool and just make appearances and just kind of hang out, or they become very disgruntled and disheveled and very angry about past events.
Yeah, but I mean, there were some scenes that they've showed us that happened supposedly backstage that, or I don't know if they were actually live or pre-recorded by the time they actually started the live show, but the things that went on back there, people would be in jail for what they were doing. So it's like fiction and the real world are like really leaning against each other at that point.
Speaking of jail, what for the wrestling fans out there? What are some of your thoughts on the current controversy about a dude getting laid out for Rio in the ring?
Oh,
Straight to game. Straight to game.
If you guys heard about that one.
No.
Oh,
How's
I
it
saw
going,
that.
Otter?
I saw that. That made the
Hey, how's
Twitters.
it going, guys?
Hey, Lord Otter. Hey,
It's our true king of the ring, Lord Otter.
That's right. Now, who let the water weasel in?
Yeah, he also like runs away from cops in his car.
I love that
Jerry
video,
the
by
King
the way.
Otter. I mean Lawler.
Oh,
No
God.
respect for authority, man. I tell you.
No respect whatsoever.
Yeah, so apparently this guy went into the ring, and his story was they told him that to give
So
another dude a
this
receipt.
guy was an
physically-
influencer,
An
and
influencer.
yeah, he was like he was on Instagram. He had like a bunch of people follow him, and he went to see the wrestler backstage before. The wrestler did not know he wasn't part of the show, so he broke a prop bottle on his head, and the influencer kind of like lost his shit. And then they were like, he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know you were just a guy like coming backstage with your camera filming." And another guy said, "Why don't we just settle this on the ring?" And so he brings the influencer on the ring. He's not a wrestler. He's not a professional wrestler at all. And the influencer starts punching him, knocks him out, and then keeps punching him while he's blacked out. Like he was trying to kill him, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Punching and punching.
no,
And he didn't stop. Someone came to intervene, and he started fighting the guy who was trying to stop him. So no restraint at all.
Put that animal in a hole and cap the hole with concrete.
Yeah, and it was all
Don't forget to leave them in their hole at least.
So I am curious, were you guys lurking with that whole interview?
Unfortunately, not. I was
I was there for most
watching
of the
another
chunk of it.
podcast.
I saw Wrangler lurking.
Yeah, no, I was on another stream. I was on Omer's stream, which he might swing by at any minute.
How dare you, sir?
I dare.
I'm going to throw rocks at Omer now.
Oh, he's in the chat. You hear Omer? He's going to
You
throw
hear
rocks
that,
at
Omer?
you.
But,
I don't know how I
Wrangler,
feel about an otter condoning stoning. I don't like that.
I mean, Readout. Have you heard about this event going on at all? Any
Nope.
whispers amongst the wrestling? Interesting. I wonder what
To be
league
honest,
it-
like I still follow wrestling, which I mean I do very broadly, like looking at the headlines. I've been tapped out on that for a little while.
okay. You're back on the
Don't make
train.
the headlines outside.
Back
of
on the wagon.
space. Yeah.
Back on the wagon. Yeah, that was an interesting one for sure. That passed by my
Yeah,
desk.
it made its rounds on the socials when it happened.
Wasn't too long ago. I think it was like last month.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
a very
by the
boring
way.
person, so
By the way, have you guys been seeing the whole, like, I don't know how I got myself into the center of this yesterday, but apparently you got apparently it was a wave of SJWs swarming X all of a sudden. They're like, you don't like modern D&D. Well, clearly that means you're a homophobe.
it sounds like a bot attack.
Hey, Wrangler.
Yeah,
Probably
The
is
video
fun.
I presented was part of that whole debacle.
yeah.
What was it?
I like the one with the what are they? The Warhammer dudes coming in and blasting everybody. What cracked me up was the whole time in that animation where they just came down, they opened fire and they're mowing everyone down. In the background, the beholders are sitting there watching with a smile, all calm, like he's enjoying the show. It
Wait.
was hilarious.
What animation? What I miss?
It was a Grok Imagine animation. I know what you're talking about.
You know, wait, you know the one you're talking about for me, you said?
Yeah, the one where it has like the gay pride, like LGBTQ like month like picture, but somebody made a Grok Imagine video where it's just the Warhammer 40K Space Marines
Oh,
come
no,
down.
no, that's the one I'm talking about is the one I made with monodrones claiming
Oh,
saying they identify as cubes.
I did see that one as well. I saw it in Emmy server.
Yeah, it's still got that queued in the backstage. I'm standing outside, not at the keyboard right now. So.
It was funny. Like my original post was just saying, you can turn this around, Wizards of the Coast. You can just keep modern day politics out of D&D and focus on dungeon delving and monster slaying. I get a slew of commenters saying, stop being blatantly homophobic. I'm like, the fuck?
Yeah, that's bots.
Yeah, if you don't like modern day politics, then you're a homophobe.
There were a lot of bots. Some of them I'm convinced were actual people.
Yeah. The ones where at the end of the sentence you could almost hear their head nodding in agreement with themselves.
You were saying, Frederick?
Yeah, I was saying like homophobia is kind of a made-up accusation, anyways. It's kind of meaningless. You know, we don't want your gay shit. Deal with it. You know.
Yeah, how'd you like it if we just put like freaking straight sex and everything? What are we, HBO?
It'd be Game of Thrones,
here's
not
the
Dungeons
thing.
and Dragons.
Well, you got to make it Game of Thrones, but you got to make it lame and gay.
More like
go.
Gay of
Actually,
Thrones.
like, Game of Thrones was pretty gay.
It actually was. Yeah, no, you're right.
I think it was just generally sexual. Like there was gay in it, but I think there was just as much straight in it as well.
Well, it started straight, then it became gay, and then it was like no fun at all.
Well, that's the latest, that new one, or whatever it was, right?
So, to my knowledge, a lot of the gay stuff that was in the show is very much part of the show, not the books. Mainly because George he was writing the smutty sex scenes like a nerdy degenerate would.
Oh, okay. So So like a heavy metal fan.
Yeah, kind of like that. Well, yeah, about that same level, honestly.
Yes, these days we have wrestlers like The Rock turning into weird, effete, wrinkly, skinny men.
Well, you know, he's off the juice.
Yeah, no more golden Hollywood juice.
We need to go back. We need to go back in the mid 1970s.
Got to go back, Kate.
The
Gotta go
Rosen
back.
legend, who has been unmatched since, and we need him now at the turn of the tide more than ever. One Rowdy Roddy Piper.
Dude, he was the best. Like, he's the one that had like the best like side gig from wrestling, I think. Like his movie, like what is it? The Escape from Toad Town or something? Frogville.
Trouble Comes to Frog Town.
We don't talk about that.
That one's
actually
great.
It's actually a fun B movie.
It is, but
it's better.
You have
than
They
has
Live,
any-
and then you got Hell Comes to Frog Town. It's just like, how do we go?
Well,
How do we go from
They-
this to this?
One's
They
like
Live is
Loki
legendary.
masterpiece. The other is just like, this is slop, but it's really fun slop.
Yeah.
What
They
do you
Live
mean
also
slop?
got some.
It's exactly what we're living today. Like the human race can't reproduce, and only one man can save them.
It is funny. That movie is better than it has any right to be.
No,
I read the premise. I'm like, oh, is this going to be weird?
It's more
And I
prophetic
actually
than
watch
They
it.
Live
I'm like,
now.
oh no, this movie's pretty damn good. I'm enjoying this.
We do
So
a
your
good weird or
usual
bad
anime
weird here.
experience? Well, mild anime experience.
Say that one more time, James. I missed it.
So like your usual anime experience starts off weird, might be good.
Yeah, it was usual anime experience, pretty much.
Yeah, I know. He said one of my favorite lines in all cinema regarding bubblegum. I am here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. I am all out of bubblegum.
Bubblegum.
Hell yeah, dog.
I think
Legendary.
that's almost every dude's favorite line from movies.
Isn't I first heard that I think in a Duke Nukem game.
Duke
You
Nukem took
did.
it from They Live.
Yes. Most people contributed to Duke Nukem, but it was in They Live.
Yeah, Duke Nukem took one-liners. Like his most famous one-liners are from They Live and Army of Darkness. Hail to the king, baby. That's the Army of Darkness.
But can you get them to say it in an Austin Powers voice?
Yeah,
Hail
but
to the king, baby.
I tried it and it came out Australian.
He literally just makes like a clone of himself, like from Army of Darkness. He's like, "Oh, I do look quite dashing."
I saw Army of Darkness first, then I went back and watched the first two. It was not what I was expecting because
They're very different movies.
yeah,
Bro,
it
same.
just went straight up into a wacky, fun adventure. But I didn't
Yeah.
realize that what was leading up to it was so gritty and serious.
It's like if you watch it from like the first movie to the third, I think it's the most rewarding experience because you go from it being kind of like pretty harrowing to like being a dark comedy in the second movie. Or
Yes.
well, kind of a
The
mix between
second
that and
movie
the
was
Yeah, it
second-
progressed. It
they,
didn't just switch.
yeah.
the
and
second movie was a mulligan. The first one, I think Raimi said the proper way to watch it is watch the first movie up until the end, and then then you go to the second movie when Ash is flying through the air when the demon like kind of the day's over, it's the next day, and he gets hit in the face by the demon and he flies through the air, mildly possessed. That's the appropriate way to watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you go from like a pretty serious horror movie with the first one to like a mix between comedy and horror in the second one to just a flat out dark comedy in the third one. But it's
Yeah.
like that progression is actually really fun.
That's
was
because
good.
they tried to make the first two like I guess darker and more serious, but everyone just kept laughing. So the third one,
I don't know.
like,
I
"Fuck
think
it."
by the time of Army of Darkness, I'm like, you know what? Ash has kind of earned himself a wacky adventure. You know, man's been through a lot.
I was in the same boat, by the way. I saw Army of Darkness first, and then I saw the first two Evil Dead films afterward. And it's a little jarring because if you were to watch them not expecting it, your journey would be from horrific tree rape to to an extended slapstick scene between a man and a bunch of tiny little clones of himself.
You're a goody little two shoes.
But the progression it didn't leave you with the whiplash if you watch it in order, like Thor Ragnarok did. Just jump from one tone to another. The second movie did kind of shift it gradually from one tone to the other by the end. He was fully coming into his own when he says, "Let's go carve us a witch." But yeah, it really was not what I was expecting. But after that initial shock wore off, I was like, this is actually kind of genius.
It's almost like the modern MCU is retarded.
It is.
It's wicked retarded, kid.
Oh, where's my retarded Legolas? Do I still have him here? Yep.
I beat in your pool! Yay!
What? I've never seen that before.
I haven't.
beat in your pool! Yay!
I was bored with the video editor, okay?
I love I love Where There's a Whip, There's a Way. For one, it's actually a damn good song. Two, you get to have the satisfaction of seeing Sam start a race war between orcs and humans.
Race war!
And it's like the funniest way he does it too. He's like, "Are you gonna take that from some filthy man?" He's like, yeah, taste our steel." And it's just a full-on fight breaks out. I'm like, they're fucking killing each other. Sam literally started a race war right there on the spot.
And then Sam goes over to the humans and is like, "How come they never changed the batteries in their smoke detectors?"
Otter.
Yeah.
First, I'm gonna switch over to the. Is this the right one? Nope, other one. There we go. They're both called Red Soil, so I get them mixed up.
Yeah.
I got a funny story about this because
Oh.
I played this when you came on last week.
Uh-huh.
I got a copyright claim on that.
On the Metroid?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Nintendo.
Nope.
Who was it?
It wasn't Nintendo. This is going to be the weirdest thing. Hang on. In fact, I will share the screen. All right, this is kind of funny. Okay, here we go. Ow! Cat just clawed my lap. All right.
Damn it,
Okay.
Light mode. Blah.
Yeah. All right.
So-
Copyright. See details. Pedro La Droga.
Who?
Pedro La Droga. So see details. All right. The claimant is it's claiming the audio from a song by Pedro La Grota. The claimant is the Orchard Music on behalf of Breaking Bash Records, distributed by Altafonte. I'm like, what is this? This has nothing to do with Metroid.
Yeah, and it's like, why is he claiming your video? It's like, it's not even being monetized.
Right. So I did a little digging, and here we go. Did that come up?
Yeah.
In fact, let me kill the background music for
What the
this.
fuck is this guy?
It's he probably signed up to some sort of automated system that flags.
Well,
Yeah, it's predatory flagging, right?
well, no, it's funnier than that.
Oh, don't tell me he just straight up... Oh my god, he stole it.
Yeah. Well, wait till you see what happens.
It's plagiarism.
All right, this was composed by Kenji Yamamoto, by the way.
Yeah. It's
Is he
literally part of
sampling
the Metroid Prime 2 soundtrack.
Yep.
Oh my god.
He sampled it.
He up your balls to try and claim your video.
You sample it, and then you can copyright claim people who use the original.
I'm not surprised. I've seen original music, 100% original music get flagged.
Oh God, turn it off.
Yeah, stop.
It's
not even
trash.
good.
You know what you should
Trash.
do? You should message Nintendo about that guy's video.
Yeah, be like, hey, Nintendo, a guy's stealing from you. Can you please sue him?
Yeah, problem is Nintendo's staff now is all South American, like newcomers, because they fired all their people.
We went to find Petro after the copyright claim. There was
So
nothing.
Nintendo has sued people for much less.
What surprises me, though, as much as Nintendo pisses me off with their over litigious behavior to the point of them being draconian, they let us all play their music in our videos. As I appreciate that, I don't know why they let that go, because, I mean, I'm not going to give them any ideas, but, I mean, it's just kind of weird how the music from their games, nobody ever gets hit for that.
But yes, back to Rowdy Roddy Piper. No, I'm kidding.
But I thought that was I started laughing when I first found that. I'm like, did this guy just copyright somebody else's music? And then it turns into the rap song. I'm like,
Yeah, that's what a lot of them do, man. It's notorious amongst rap. They sample shit.
But I was only pegged for the intro, which was pure Metroid Prime soundtrack,
Yeah.
none of his actual stuff. Is like for like a period of 20 seconds is what the copyright claim was, and it was just this. So I'm getting copyright claimed by some random YouTube rapper for Nintendo's music.
Not even a SoundCloud rapper, a YouTube rapper.
I mean, he might be on SoundCloud. I don't know.
No, I don't
didn't dig
know.
any further than that.
Yeah, but we don't want to send anybody to him. He's gross.
I know. It's just, I thought that was freaking hilarious. Anyway, since I've told that story, now I can finally close that tab.
It's like Vanilla Ice copyright claiming somebody for playing Under Pressure.
Which he did not do. He actually he's actually giving royalties to Queen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was an interview where he tried to defend it. He was like, no. Theirs goes dun 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 dun, and mine goes dun 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 dun, dun. And then people are like,
He later backtracked on that and did say, yes, we sampled them.
it's like, bro, just stop.
It's okay. You sample. It's okay. You rapper douchebag. It's okay.
My God, so apparently my post basically shitting on the people or bots, depending on who it is, basically just slandering them, or well, them trying to slander me going, oh, it's like this is just social media brain rot. That got to 20,000 views now. What?
Well, it's Twitter.
You're on fire. Man.
Twitter
Oh, by the
loves
way,
that algorithm.
I did think, I know you said you saw it, but I did say I was going to play it again, so.
Do it.
I identify as a cube.
Thank you, Grok Imagine.
Dude, it took so much work for me to explain what the hell a mono drone was to an AI image generator.
So what are you playing there, James?
Just some Killing Floor 2, epic wave-based action.
I've always heard good things about Killing Floor 2.
It's pretty good, though. It's monetization. It's got loot boxes. So, yeah. At the same time, you know, I think that's what's kind of helped keep the game alive for so long. But, you know, if you're not really all that into aesthetics, you'll be fine.
Oh, geez, what the heck? Oh, I see what you're talking. What game is that?
Killing Floor 2.
Oh, okay.
In slow motion mode. This is a fire shotgun.
Oh, did you use the painkillers like in Max Payne?
No.
If I was a superhero, my name would be Shotgun Man, and my superpower would be a shotgun.
Just a shotgun, or would it be like a shotgun that never runs out of shells and you can switch between shell types?
Oh, that's cool. Infinite ammo, always a benefit.
Always the best.
That would be the ultimate superpower, is you can use any video game cheat code.
But it has to be through a game genie.
You can have infinite cheat codes, but you're a troll, so you only use big head mode from all the different games.
But Frédéric Guimond, why do you draw l'homme, draw la femme?
Because I already did that last time.
Yeah, but why would you assume anyone would get tired of it?
Meanwhile, Frederick's secretly drawing like two-headed lady in my second book.
Because la femme needs an Yes.
Oh, and interesting fact.
Two-headed ladies coming up.
An interesting fact about this game, it has an all-Christian soundtrack.
When La Femme gets a she goes num.
Oh, no.
Now, how is the soundtrack?
It's all Christian heavy metal.
But is it good?
I mean, if you're into heavy metal, yeah. The CEO is just a Christian who is into heavy metal. So he got all his favorite heavy metal bands. And he got permission to get both the instrumental and the lyrical versions on here, which you can change in the options menu. So if you're like into Demon Hunter and stuff, I think there's like 3 Demon Hunter songs in the soundtrack.
Very cool.
Wow.
And if I may make an announcement.
Yes.
There will not be a show tomorrow because I will be guest on Salty and Savage, which runs from, I think, 6:30 because they're on 5:30 Central Time. So I think it's 6:30 Eastern. So tomorrow I'll be on their show and hence not be able to do my own show at the same time. So just wanted to put that out there.
Frederick, why do you do this to me?
Well, wait till you see how Corey feels about it.
Oh.
Corey who?
My head is just like, she's salty, he's savage. They're salty and savage.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, Corey's gonna wake up and go, "What do I listen to?"
Yeah, I have to. Well, I'm gonna send him the link to Salty and Savage so he knows where to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's gonna mess up his whole morning, though.
I know.
You've broken his routine.
Will he ever forgive me?
No.
Of course he will.
Oh,
As soon as he wants to shill his stuff.
and another note: Otter's coming on the 28th.
I'm coming on. What?
Yes, you're going to be our guest of honor on the 28th, which basically means you have to show up on time.
Okay, I guess I'm coming on.
So stop coming on to me, Otter.
I wanted to
coming
see
on to
how,
you, man.
far it'd go before you get annoyed at it.
I get annoyed very fast. I'm like Speedy Gonzalez of annoyance.
I guess you could say I'm coming on fast.
All right, before it goes any further,
Was that an example of the Christian metal?
Exactly.
Well, it sounds similar to that, just a bit more hard, though.
That's what she said.
That's what they always say, Cedric.
I know they keep talking about that. I mean, you just want to play a video game in there.
So Otter,
yes, but not for long. The otter is coming on. He's coming on. Finally, someone let him out of his cage.
Excuse me?
That's right. On the 20th of October, Proof
Nice.
of Comics, my channel. Don't miss it. Be there or be square.
On the 28th, I'll be coming on hard and fast.
Now, the thing is, I double booked you with another guest. She's a girl.
Oh,
Ew.
really?
But the good news is she canceled.
Oh, really?
So-
As they often do.
well, actually, she's not canceling. She's like postponing her.
She tried to
crowdfunding.
cancel you?
You can't cancel me. I'm a Bitcoiner, so you know.
You got Otter all excited. Otter was like, "Whoa, row, lady!"
Like, whoa, you're bringing down.
Well, she'll be coming on later, but I'm going to postpone her since her crowdfunding is going to be later. I'm going to have her on while her crowdfunder is on. She does a potato comic, so I think she's gonna be an interesting guest. I was on her show a few months ago, and now she's going to come on my show.
I've heard of that. You carve all the characters into the bottom of a potato and then stamp them onto the page.
Frederick,
No.
can I make a wild guess as to who it is?
Yes.
Is it Katie Did?
No.
Oh.
No. Katie doesn't make comics. She doesn't have a crowdfund.
Oh,
No,
okay.
it's actually Katie didn't.
I see.
She's actually Canadian,
Well, that's a knock against her.
and and she's from the West Canada.
blame Canada.
Blame Canada.
Would there be little
But-
eyes, your flappy head so full of lies?
While Otter is going to be a guest on my show, I'm going to be drawing one of his characters, the two-headed chick,
Oh.
which if you've ever seen a hot two-headed chick before, you're going to see one now. And you're going to think you're going to be seeing double.
Frederick's just been fantasizing this whole time. He's like, yeah,
She has
Two-head-
3 breasts, right, Otter?
no. He's like, yeah, 2 heads are better than 1.
Yeah, I'm
Now
pretty
all
sure
I
she
can
has
think
3
about
heads.
is that Family Guy episode where Stewie and Brian jump to another universe where everybody has 2 heads, and they found his variant Stewie with 2 heads. He was sitting in the corner making out with himself.
Awkward silence ensues.
I know, right? It's wonderful.
You can cut the thickness of the tension with a knife.
So
Do you
thick.
know what's really good at cutting through it?
Jewish space laser.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So Otter, you were on with Royce tonight. I caught a good chunk of that, but I obviously had to hop off.
Yeah, it was a lot of
Yeah.
fun. I really
I
enjoyed it.
never heard the origin story of the name before.
Yeah. Well, the more you know. It's the funniest thing. Yeah, it all comes back to a fucking stuffed animal of all things.
The lore of the Lord.
I know, right? That's the real lore. I'm like at this point, like at this rate, I'm gonna be a VTuber in like the next year or 2.
You already are you're a VTuber right now.
Well, basically, but it's like I don't have like the cutesy expressions or anything. Well, I am.
You got a dirt face. Shut up.
Okay, fair. I am low key VTuber. Hi everybody.
Now,
You like? How do you like these athletic teats?
it's funny you mentioned the chick with 2 heads because this is the final boss right here.
What are we looking at?
I think I need Wrangler to enable something. Oh, there it is.
Well, that's horrifying.
Not that kind of chick.
I can't pass up a dad joke. Come on.
That's the wrong use of AI right there.
Why am I having trouble looking away from that? Get that out of here.
All hail the hypno chick.
Oh boy. Yeah, but that was actually the first time I'd ever talked about the real lore behind the Lord on stream. So yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed it.
Nice.
Isn't the real lore behind the Lord is that he died for our sins?
Like the Lord Otter, I mean.
That's the Lord of Lords.
Yeah, that not the Lord of Lords. Awkward silence ensues.
So good. I mean, nice to see you were on Royce's stream, man. I didn't know you were coming up. I think I knew what I forgot.
It was like the first time I'd actually talked to Royce outside of like text chat for like nearly 2 years. It's been a while.
Yeah,
I
since
think the
you've been
last
playing the
time-
Star Shatter games.
Yeah, that was it. It was like after Star Shatter, I hadn't talked to Royce over voice in like a long time.
Royce over voice. That sounds like a children's books. Royce
Hey,
with
hiya,
voice.
people. Now it's time for some Royce over voice.
with our friend Joyce.
Exactly.
Yeah, don't spend too much time on the air with them. You'll end up drinking White Claw.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
dangerous.
I would like to live personally. Yins can keep your White Claw. I will enjoy my old overhold.
I have tea.
Samuel Adams, always a good decision.
Stick to red wine.
Red wine is good.
Mm.
If you're not a pussy.
I'm boring. I pretty much stick to coffee.
Well, the coffee's for the morning. That's the wake up juice. We're talking about the evening prime time juice.
Yeah, everyone drinks coffee in the morning, Wrangler.
Yeah, that. Well, that's why I think he's saying he's boring, because he's like, well, yeah, it's coffee.
I like my coffee like I like my women. Cold, black, and bitter.
Well, that was the friggin' the tab just closed out.
Iced Americano, please.
Welcome to the anomalies of StreamYards.
In the UK, they call it Stream Garden.
Oh.
In the UK, they say you're under arrest.
Yeah.
You said bad words in the live.
Better not say anything in UK.
We really were playing the long game, 250 years, weren't we?
Speak for yourself.
We might have to go liberate the UK.
Right?
Those cats I played earlier, I'll send them over to deal with it.
Sir, I'm going to need you to get into the squad car. You said hurty words to a troon.
You looked like you were praying in public.
Funny thing is, like, I've been talking with quote unquote people about the current state of D&D. That's putting it rather amiably. But I declare modern D&D, it is no longer Dungeons and Dragons. It is currently troons and tea parties.
Yeah.
Oh my
Gay
god.
indeed, man. It's gay indeed.
It's TNT.
Yeah, TNT.
Fight the fairies! You fight those fairies! Fight the fairies!
It was so funny seeing the responses. You have so many quote unquote people saying, well, you don't have to run your game that way, so why are you complaining? Like, fucking bitch. It's like,
because I'm
that's
sick
the
of having
point.
it shoved down my throat, left, right, and center.
It's like, that means you should accept everything that's spoon-fed you. It's like, fuck you, bitch.
It used to not. I used to think nothing of stuff like that showing up in shows until it became so much, so often, and then all the time. It's now even the slightest hint of it. I'm like, not again.
It's like, we all know what's coming.
And their response was, oh my god, say shove down your throat, but slower.
You see, you just wear off all the layers of the epidermis, all the skin layers over years of just being beaten to death, scratched to death by all of this slop, this woke slop, and eventually you hit the bare nerves. And when you hit the bare nerves, we all just say to F off.
Well,
And as we're saying F off,
here's the thing: it's not truly going to work unless you say you're a minotaur. Then it's really hot.
that's a whole new level of.
Put a chick in it, make her gay.
Yep.
Put a minotaur in it.
Gotta get that minotaur milk. Yeah.
So, did you hear about the minotaur with the extra chromosome? They call him Minotaur.
I swear I thought you said the minotaur with the extra Coomer zone.
You've been reading too many Minotaur books.
I don't even have a clip to play for that.
That is the clip.
Right?
They're like erogenous zones, but messier.
And more horny.
Horns?
Come on, people.
Speaking
Moo.
of Coomer,
Longhorns.
how great is it that we can now just make D&D porn with Grok?
You don't have to. Just wait a few minutes. They'll make it for you. But you might not like who they pair up.
I preferred Grok when he was Mecha Hitler.
Oh my god.
That they must have been horrified at Twitter offices, but that was hilarious. I'm sorry. It's just... Mecha Hitler.
Like Twitter or Grok, why is the American economy so fucked up? And Grok was just like, check early life.
I still can't believe it. It's like a teenager took over the personality of Grok or something. Now, what's it called? James, you said when AI gets too big, it starts to hallucinate?
Yes. It either A, hallucinates, or I forgot what the other term was, but it basically just lies to you. Like, It
Oh,
comes
like
up
black
with
women.
well, like most of the time. Well, no, it does the woke thing. It sort of leans towards a particular answer first, and then it makes up fake logic.
I like black women.
That too, which are apparently upwards to 40% of all black women who graduate college work for the government.
Is that
We
an
need to
actual
abolish the
statistic?
government.
Can we abolish college while we're at it too?
Have you guys heard about the thing that's in front of the Supreme that is going to be or is in front of the Supreme Court right now about districting for the House?
Yes,
I haven't heard about this.
the redistricting.
Basically, what it is it's there was a law that came out during the civil rights era that said you could not redistrict people based on their race. And over time, that law slowly morphed into you must redistrict people according to their race in order to get a minimum number of minority districts. And I think
Wow, gerrymandering at its worst.
Yeah, a state was told that they had to do this by a federal judge, and the state is suing, or somebody is suing the state. It's going all the way to the Supreme Court, and it could overturn this whole thing, which means that the Democrats will lose 19 seats in the House.
Yeah.
Wow.
Minimum 19 seats.
Wow.
Jeez.
That's insane.
Yeah. Well, it is the racist party that uses race to try to get their shit done.
Oh, no doubt. But I mean, that's an eye opener. I mean, we all know the gerrymandering trick, but when it's to that degree, it's like, didn't know it was. I knew it was out of whack. I didn't know it was that out of whack.
Yeah, and MSNBC's like getting on there and being like, "Oh my God, this is super racist," and everyone's like, "It's literally the exact opposite of racist."
Yeah,
They don't know that.
they're anti-logic. They're going on emotion.
Oh yeah,
They haven't used the gray matter in years.
and it really bugs me. I'm pretty sure I said this before. How so many people have replaced the word think with feel.
Uh-huh.
I feel like I left it over there. Stuff like that is.
Can I think your breasts?
Well, it's primarily just a colloquial term.
It's become that, but I mean, when everything's become pretty much the fracture in society is feeling based versus fact based is the two parties. We feel this, therefore we're oppressed or whatever, and it's just like it seems like it's part of the overall slow change that Orwell was warned about. It's become the thing to say, "Oh, I what was I doing? I feel like I was going to go make a sandwich or something," instead of "I think," and it's like it drives me nuts. I hear people go to explain something, and they keep saying "feel" instead of "think," and I also hear is "I feel," and it's like it just seems to be part of the mental conditioning going on. And that's just me in my tinfoil hat, I guess.
Well, I mean, we in the modern day classify the swing of the pendulum as swinging between like liberal and conservative, but it's been happening a lot longer, and we used to call it the swing between romanticism and enlightenment.
Yeah, that seems to.
I will say though that I use the word "feel," in conjunction with "think." Usually, when I use "feel," it's when I'm not 100% sure about the thought, more like you're feeling it out. Like, okay, maybe.
Yeah, and I get it. It's kind of been like become the go-to line where we used to say, "My gut tells me," and now it's just I feel. I get that, And I'm not picking on anyone for saying that. I've caught myself saying it because it's so ubiquitous now. But like it's kind of also in the last few years slowly become a pet peeve. Just probably because I hear it so much, and then once I focused on it, now it was like I was hypersensitive to it or something. I don't know.
Oh my god, it's giving me feels.
This is really triggering me.
Oh, you guys turned gay all of a sudden.
I think you need to check your privilege.
Is there a septum ring growing out of that otter's nostrils?
I'm sorry?
That's not his nostrils.
Oh no, Otter's got a Prince Albert.
Oh no. No! Why?
For the ladies.
Oh, I see.
A Prince Otter.
Oh no.
He was visiting Prince Andrew once too often.
Stop it, you. You're gonna make me blush.
And now, wasn't Prince Albert the name of a wrestler? Isn't that where that name started, actually?
Readout would know this, but I don't know if he would admit to it.
He might not be at the keyboard.
I think he's pretending he's not at the keyboard, just to avoid the question.
I'm pretending I'm not on the keyboard to avoid the question.
That I
do it.
I hate to tell you, but that's not where Prince Albert started.
I have never heard of that, like relating to wrestling, so I'm like very confused.
Oh, related to wrestling, yeah, I was like, wait, what? Because Prince Albert, as just a sort of a personage of fame, was famous because he was Queen Victoria's husband.
Oh, I heard that a certain type of piercing was called the Prince Albert, and
yes.
and it was based on a wrestler who was known to have a bunch of piercings.
Oh,
that's something I heard. I don't know if it's true.
That I don't know. I very much doubt Queen Victoria's husband, although, man, she was super into him, so maybe.
Well, you know what Victoria's secret is, right?
That he's really Victor?
Isn't it officially like that Victoria is a dude?
It seems that way. I mean, all the models in the agency were, trans, as they say.
What's up, Omer? Did I get him in here properly? Yes,
Omer.
I did. Okay.
Allegedly.
His hand wave, that counted.
I was trying to hit him in from the phone rather than the computer, so I was a little lost.
You know it, Omer.
You're good. I'm on a call, so I'm on mute. But thanks for letting me.
He doesn't want to talk to us.
So he jumped on the stream just to be a dick.
Yeah, clearly. Well, he just got monetized today, so he's acting all fancy. He's like he's too good for us now.
Well, boo-hoo. That happened to me 3 months ago.
Oh, I see 420s in your future.
The monetization isn't all that's cracked up to be. You're not getting thousands and thousands of views. You're not really making that much.
He doesn't have to say anything. Just keep drawing this pink bib.
Gosh.
Yeah, pink bibs. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
See.
Bless the big boobs.
It's a pink orc. We call it a pork.
There we go. For those who are just listening, let me describe. Never mind, I'm not describing that.
You don't need to describe it. You just need to see it.
There's an axe.
For those of you just joining, if I were to try to explain what's going on, it would make less sense.
So he's got. It is 10 o'clock, so we're going to start wrap up here in a minute. Thankfully, we did get Omer in here in time to see his artwork, and if he's able to speak, we'll have him show stuff.
His lawyer has advised him not to.
All right. Well, we're going to start off with.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, he's already got the stuff out there. Awesome.
The stuff.
Yeah.
His lawyer has told him not to talk.
No
about
time
this
for
stuff.
love. Omer, do you realize you're on mute, or
he knows?
Okay.
He's on
Sorry,
a call.
I was on a call with a buddy of mine, and he needed some love. So, no time for love, Dr. Jones. No time for love, Dr. Jones.
You call him Dr. Jones.
I
Hit
think
me up
there's
everywhere on the
something
web.
wrong.
So, where's my something wrong? Where are you? Something wrong? Where can't find something wrong? Where's
What's your name, sir? I am Mr. Something.
Something wrong.
something wrong? Where are
Something
you?
who? Something wrong.
Something wrong.
There it is.
Something wrong. Anyways, guys, appreciate you letting me on. I am monetized. I am greater than all of you. I'm the best. I'm just kidding.
Okie
Give me
dokie,
some-
Dr. Jones.
Give him some love lotion power punches, everybody. And make sure you
Suddenly
like,
getting like
subscribe to
fond
everyone.
flashbacks from King of the Hill.
We love simps. Give us your simp money.
Oh, are
Thanks
you
for having me on.
Chinese or Japanese?
Yeah. Oh, you're too good with the voices. I'm trying to improve my Optimus Prime.
Theo's better than I am.
I am Optimus Prime.
Let's see if Autobots roll out.
Autobots, roll out.
Autobots, roll out.
How about Autobots roll a joint?
Gentlemen,
I
until
don't have-
until all are one, let's go get the matrix of leadership, bumble bitch. That's how I do it.
You've got the touch.
You got the
Autobots.
wiener.
Autobots,
Right.
puff, puff, pass.
Yeah, so guys, go check out Omer Glitz's channel. He puts on good shows. He's a blast. You see him on here. You know how he is.
I just now hear Megatron going, I think it's right about time we got lit, Starscream.
But Megatron!
That's the joint. Quit bogarting the joint.
Who did that? Who did that?
Oh, that was me.
Do it again. Do it again.
But Megatron!
Oh, wow.
No ifs, ands, or buts, Starscream. We're rolling ourselves a joint, and that's final.
I've got the papers!
And I've
You've
got the
You've got the gay AIDS, Beastman.
You are channeling Chris Latta right there. That was awesome.
Weed
Beastman,
smokers
put that
superior,
boner away.
alcohol drinkers inferior.
There you go. You got it there.
Beastman,
You get the Beastman
sheath
AIDS,
that rocket.
Beastman.
Sheath that red rocket immediately, Beastman.
You've got a hairy anus, Beastman. I love it.
We're collecting Minotaur milk.
You're a mean one, Beast, man, I'll tell you that.
How did I end up here?
I don't know.
You must have done something really, really bad.
Hey,
Minotaur,
let's see the
yeah,
let's see the clip from the upcoming Morning Glory Milking Farm movie. It's gonna be action packed.
Is that Jackie Chan?
Difference. Glory Morning Milking Farm, they don't miss, or she doesn't try to dodge.
No, that was not Jackie Chan.
A cat would totally swallow that milk.
No, that was Kung Pao, which I saw in theaters.
As did I.
All right. Otter.
Well, if you want to check out what I do, I've got a new book on the way. It's called The Shadow of Twin Moons. It's the best book ever. You can trust me. I'm an otter. But seriously, if you want to check out my second installment in the Steel and Stormbright saga, You can find The Shadow of Twin Moons on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and all the big retailers. All versions are now available for pre-order, so go ahead and snag your copy right now before it's too late. It comes in hardcover, paperback, and e-Kindle, so be on the lookout for that. On top of that, if you want to check out my first book, The Curse of the Star Raids, it's also on the same sites, but it also has an audiobook that was voiced by the lovely Sonnet. I highly recommend it. He worked very hard on it, and it sounds stellar. On top of that, you can find me on X, YouTube, all the normal places. I squeak, I throw rocks, I eat fish, and I shitpost.
Steel and Stormbright, The Curse of the Star Wraiths. An exciting sword and sorcery adventure about two brothers trying to make their way in a harsh world. Link in the description.
I swear it sounded like you said all virgins are available for pre-order. like an evil sword and sorcery king on his throne. All virgins are available.
All virgins.
Otter, you know what you should do? You should advertise you should advertise your books in the thread that you have that's exploding.
Yeah, I really do.
Yeah.
Yeah, might as well capitalize on that.
It's your
All
own
right.
bread as well, yeah.
Luvapor, where can we find your stuff?
Oh gosh, I still only have like 3 articles on Substack. it's a substack.com, I think, /Luvapor. You can also find me on X at Luvapor, and that's I mostly just on that X account I mostly just retweet D&D related stuff. So I haven't really taken the plunge on like being an online personality of any sort.
Gotcha. Well,
First
we're
you have
glad
to
you're
find your
along for the
totem
ride.
animal first. Although you do
Frederick.
have a wolf. Yes. Yes. So I'm on Rattel right here, which you can find at rattelcomic.com. I'm currently crowdfunding issue number 1. It's going to be out in March in people's hands, but you can back your pre-order today, either on Fund My Comic or on Geyser.fund if you want to send me some Bitcoin, because it's a Bitcoin themed story. It's a kind of a modern day tale that feels kind of sci-fi, but it's all based on existing technologies. It's got a lot of superhero action as well, with him flying through the city on a drone, on a quad board, as I call it, quadcopter that you can ride on. And it's a DIY kind of Batman. Instead of having a corporation, he has a fat stack of Bitcoin that kind of accrued value after they sent him to jail for 9 years for finding the holes in his bank's security. It's a modern day tale. There's a lot of romance. There's beautiful psychic Russian babes and Shaolin Kung Fu action. So if you like all of those things, I think you're going to enjoy this story. So back your copy today. You can find all the links on rattelcomic.com on the front page. And I invite you to check it out. I think you're going to like it.
And let's roll that trailer.
Thank you all so much for coming on tonight. I really appreciate it. I especially appreciate Frederick Gaumont. I'm just going to call him out tonight because, I don't know, I want to make everybody else jealous. And also, he's got a great name. Thanks for coming on, everybody.
Frederick Guimont. Okay, that is actually a really cool scene. I really like that. That's cool. Damn. That looks really cool, Frederick.
Frederick, what are you working on right now, man?
Spare
Check it out today, retailcomic.com.
All right.
Hell
Rita.
yeah!
Oh
that
crap! I
trailer-
got a shill.
That
got a
trailer is so
shill.
cool as hell.
What do I shill about? Go look at the YouTube channel, Readout Productions. We talk about lore, but the lore of our universe, not any other universe. Our one, our dreadful, horrible, ugly, miserable universe. But no, in all seriousness, a new episode of Retracing History. I'm shooting to have it out this Saturday. We'll be exploring Fort Mifflin. It's said to be the oldest fort that was operated by the United States Army, technically Navy, but long story. Watch the episode should be coming out this Saturday. We talk about Fort Mifflin, Rev War history, Civil War history, War of 1812, operate during the World Wars as well. Its lineage is from 1771 all the way to 1953 as an active military base. So a lot of history to delve into in this next episode. But if you can't wait, we got 111 other episodes of Retracing History on Readout Productions that you can watch, plus a bunch of other random other videos, like a video about the Mystery Flesh Pit, because I like to confuse my audience sometimes. Got to keep them on their toes so they can tell what lore am I talking about? The lore of our reality or the lore of another reality?
Both.
When you said
Both things
Fort
can be
Mifflin, I imagined like a comedy mockumentary about a Civil War fort.
No, it's a very tragic place, I will say. It is literally sinking into the Delaware River for each passing day. Like everybody, it is hilarious. From guys that were there in 1777, 1863, 1950, they all universally agree God did not want a fort built on this part of the Delaware River. Yet we built it and we're paying for it. It's a cool site.
Gonna have to check that out. James.
Heyo, friends. Right now, I am playing a very mind-intensive video game while trying not to die. So I'll do this.
What a
as
great
best
time to
I
show.
can, but I'm sure my minigun will be able to protect me. You can find all my writings at worldwithoutendlore.substack.com. I just recently released a short story that's nice and crisp. It's underneath a new genre, a short story I've created. It's not really new. It's just a new name made for marketing purposes called Your Shit Stories. Stories that you can read while taking a shit. My very first shit story is some free shit you can pick up at worldwithoutendlore.substack.com right now. It comes
That's
in
good marketing.
in a excellent PDF. This is some good shit. You guys are going to want to check this out. You'll be sitting there taking a dump, reading something good. You'll be feeling good in your tummy, feeling good with your eyes. It is a lovely little horror story. If you got diarrhea, it's perfect for diarrhea time. You can read it twice. So check it out. It's about a Wendigo from the perspective of a Wendigo and a brand new character into what I'm calling the Billy Bawb verse.
Oh, yes.
Worldwithoutendlore.substack.com. Get that free
Holy
shit.
That is the most unique shill I have ever heard in my life.
It's got a dookie denouement. It's got a crap climax.
And when he says PDF, he means a PEEDF.
Oh boy. You can find my stuff on Amazon, Haley Star Bad Kitty and Bad Kitty Haley's World. And you can also find me over on Substack, where I got a short story. I'm there under Frequency Studios. I got a short story set in the same universe. 2 books are out now. I'm working on 3 and 4. And Haley, Elizabeth, they are a lot of fun, as well as Sabrina. So you're going to want to check out those characters. They are very lovable, and you're going to have a good time. And also, I kept it clean, so you can share these stories with your kids without worrying. Well, first one definitely. Second one, I would say 13 and up. But
cleanish.
Yeah, but I kept it as clean as I could with the stories that were there, and I wanted people to be able to share these stories with their kids so they can enjoy them, the kids can enjoy them, and it's just a good time. Don't believe me? Just ask me. I'll tell you. Is that good marketing?
I love it. I love it.
All right.
You're asking the creator.
That's right.
It's unbiased, unadulterated, unfiltered.
Nice.
If you enjoyed this presentation, hit the like, and if you didn't, we appreciate you stopping by. We'll see you next time, and God bless. I don't have Raven here to remind me, so I gotta remind myself.
The system is down. The system is down.
Jewish space lasers.
Squeak.
Good night, everybody.
Squeak, squeak.
Night all.